What's up YouTube? Here are 4 things that I don't like about my Jeep Wrangler.
Alright, so this first one is probably self-inflicted. Whenever you get a Jeep, you almost always have to modify it, lift it, throw bigger tires on it. So the first real complaint I have about this car is the really crappy turning radius. You can only turn the wheel so far before it just turns in on itself, and you can hear that tire rub against the inside wheel well. So this Jeep isn't even really that modified. It has a 2.5-inch lift on it with 33-inch tires, which is a really good starting point for where we want to take this car in the future. So this next one I didn't think would bother me as much. I kind of knew what I was getting myself into because, I mean, look at the shape of this damn thing. But the aerodynamics of this car are just hilariously bad. Just driving this thing on the highway and just getting pushed around by wind. Not even being able to touch like 80 miles an hour. And to be completely fair, we're running oversized tires on the stock tune, stock axles, and stock gears. So it's not really fair to say that we can't touch 80 miles an hour because we haven't done the proper configuration for it, but it's still just kind of hilarious to get pushed around by the wind. The crosswinds just going side to side and making it look like a drunk driver, but honestly, obviously, it was just the wind. So the next thing I don't like about the Jeep is kind of sad, actually. So whenever you buy a Jeep, one of your first instincts is just to completely strip it naked, take off the roof, take off the doors, and go for a drive. And that's all in fun for like city driving and stuff, but you load up 4 people into this car and then take it down going 50 miles an hour. Don't expect to hear anything. Don't expect to have any conversations or anything like that because it's just so loud, and for a long period of time it can actually get quite exhausting to be in. Like one of the first times that we took this car off-roading, we loaded up 4 people and had the roof off, and the off-roading place is about an hour away from where we live, so by the time we got there, they were pretty much just deaf and they were already kind of sick of it. Alright, so the last thing that I hate about my Jeep Wrangler is that making this convertible and taking the roof off is a bit of a commitment. And what I mean by that, it takes 2 people to lift this roof off and then store it in the garage. And I get that I kind of did that to myself again, but a buddy of mine owns the soft top version of this, and I just didn't really want to deal with the road noise or just breaking zippers or having to replace the whole top if there's ever a hole in it, which is actually funny because we actually put a hole in the roof of this one, but that's a different story. And I know that there are contraptions out there that'll help you take your top off if it's a hard top, like hoists that mount to the roof of your garage and stuff like that. But I guess the real reason why I hate having the hard top is that since it is a 2-person lift, it makes me realize that I actually don't have any friends. So those are the 4 things that I don't like about my Jeep Wrangler.